it's not a thing about making it accurate. It's a thing about making it feel right. If it's an accident that's an error that feels good, then you leave it in.
All right. How's it going, everybody? Woo, there we go. How is it going? It's been a week. It has been a week. And it's weird that I'm doing it at night, but it is what it is. It is what I had available today. So that's what we're going to do.
It's not a thing about making it accurate.
Okay. Sorry. Checking on the phone, how the sound was sounding and all that fun stuff. Okay. So that's done. I hope this finds all of you well. Hope it finds you well. I am wearing a Blissfully Bookish tee. I don't remember what it says. You don't have to give up one thing to be the other. It's from A Court of Silver Flames. A very, very good book. A little raunchy sometimes. But, sorry, I needed my Soda Rush. It's a place here in Arizona that is just like my favorite. And I always need my caffeine. All right. You know what? I'm gonna put that in here. That seems like a good call.
Getting it.
Okay. So, this one might be a little short, especially if we don't have as active of a chat, which is fine. But I want to go over just like a couple things. I actually got my first ever Serpent and Flame order. My candle order. Oh gosh, sorry. Ugh. Moving that closer. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. My friend Crystal, who is Nerdy Kitty 90 here on Twitch, but also Curls Into Books on Instagram. Curls.into.books is Crystal. She is an affiliate or a rep. Affiliate is a different word. She is a rep for Amanda from Serpent and Flame. And Amanda just recently restocked her sampler packs. So I was really excited because her candles look amazing. But with candles, it's like really hard to buy them online when you don't know what they smell like, right? And so I didn't want to commit to a $17 candle if I'm going to hate it. So she brought back the sampler packs, and there's 6 in a pack. 6 in a pack, and I got 4 different kinds because I wanted to try. So I got the mythology. I had to repackage all of these. The science fiction, fantasy sampler, and the romance reader. Those are the 4 that I got to try because they make sense, and that's what I read. So we've got the romance sampler that has these gorgeous rainbow colors. I actually didn't find a single smell I didn't like. I liked all of them, which I was actually quite shocked by. I wasn't sure I would, but I did. I hate patchouli, like just the smell of patchouli. It's not my thing. And one of these has that. I don't remember which one. Is it this one? One of these has patchouli. Oh yeah, it's this one. One of these has patchouli in it. This is the sci-fi. Yeah, science fiction sampler, and it's, oh no, I had to repackage because these fit, but barely fit. And it's this one right here. It's called Rebel Heart. It has patchouli in it, but you can't smell it over the coffee, the vanilla, vanilla cream, orange blossom, and cedar wood. So actually it was pretty nice. I couldn't smell the patchouli, but I was like, oh, I hate patchouli. I think it's so gross. Didn't smell it in this at all. It smells delicious. So I'm not going to like pull them out and smell them all the time because that's a lot to do. But I will tell you that in the science fiction sampler, and all of these again are from Serpent and Flame. You can find them on Instagram, or just type in serpentandflame.com. You'll find them. The science fiction is the name of one of the candles. And that is pear, honeydew, and chamomile. Time travel brew, which I believe is an Outlander reference. I don't know all these references, but I'm pretty sure that one. Well, it's either Outlander or Doctor Who. Not sure which one, because it kind of goes back and forth. And that's chocolate, caramel, and coffee. I haven't watched Doctor Who, so maybe that's like a huge Doctor Who, like, duh. Sorry, I haven't watched it. Starfall, which is almond flour, lemon zest, spice, vanilla, cashmere, musk, and amber. I was pretty sure that Starfall was from A Court of Mist and Fury, but I might be wrong, because that's not science fiction, that's fantasy. So I don't know if there's another place called Starfall. But anyway, The Child from The Mandalorian, and that's peach, white tea, lime, and vanilla. It actually smells really cute, like it's a child smell. And then Rebel Heart, which is the coffee, vanilla, cream, orange blossom, cedar wood, and patchouli. But you can't really smell the patchouli, and that made it like so much better that I couldn't smell it. But I loved those. I was actually smelling all of these while I was watching on Disney Plus. They have a new series that is called Behind the Attraction. And so they tell you like the history of the attractions. And after working at Disneyland for a year, I knew a lot, but it's always nice to learn something new. And the 5 that they do Jungle Cruise, because there's only 5 episodes. So it's Jungle Cruise, then Haunted Mansion, Star Tours. Give me a second, it's coming. The last one is Space Mountain. I'm in the middle of watching it. What is it? It'll come to me later. But it's really funny. It's really cool. Paget Brewster is the narrator, and I absolutely love her. I adore her. So the mythology, it's like, I thought it was like Percy Jackson specific. It's actually kind of not. She does have Percy Jackson specific smells. That's not these. I mean, these are probably like somewhat. But we've got Hades, which is pomegranate, bonfire, water. All of these smell good. I didn't find a single one that I didn't like. So I'm going to go with all of them are good. And then Zeus is cypress, cassis. Oh my word. Ambergris and tobacco. Sounds like a lot of trees, but I think it was supposed to get like the lightning smell, you know? And then Athena is an olive branch, vanilla, musk, and citrus. Hera is lily and white tea, though we don't like Hera. If you're a fan of Percy Jackson books at all, you know that Hera is like the worst. She sucks. No one likes Hera. So anyway, Poseidon is coral, limoncello, and volcano rock, which smelled very interesting. I couldn't like put my finger on what I was smelling, but I liked all of it. And then Aries is bourbon, sandalwood, and tobacco, which is very Aries, just in general. Let's see. We've got the fantasy sampler, which is all just like these beautiful colors. Different reds and purples and blues, a little bit of black. This has fantasy, which is red currant and sandalwood. Lord and Lady of the Night, which is Akatar. Citrus, sea air, Earl Grey, and apple. Huntsman, flannel leaves and musk. Geralt from The Witcher. Amber, bergamot, citrus, balsam, cedar, sandalwood, and rosewood. Yennefer, also from The Witcher, is gooseberry and lilac, and that one smells really good. Like, it's really good. It's just, I mean, berries, and then just like this little hint of floral underneath. It's gorgeous. Fairy wine is cherry merlot. I don't drink, so I don't know if there is such a thing as like a cherry Merlot drink, but it smelled really good and I enjoyed that. And then the last sampler, and then we'll get to, I have a thing. I did an unboxing on Instagram yesterday of my Geeky Girl Scents order that I got yesterday because I got 10 more candles. It's fine. Everything's fine. And here's the romance sampler, making sure that you can like see the colors. It's so pretty. Like it's so rainbowy. Let's see. We've got romance, which is jasmine musk, enemies to lovers, which is chocolate amber. That one was delicious. Boyfriend hoodie, which is white santal, cedar wood, vanilla bean, bergamot, and sandalwood. Prince of hearts, which is apple mint. Queen of nothing, plum, juniper, red currant, and pine. And all of these Amanda makes and hand pours herself. She lives in Illinois, just right outside of Chicago. I ordered these, I don't even know, less than 2 weeks, and I already have them, which is awesome because oftentimes when I've done candle orders from other companies, and actually I'm still waiting on a couple candles from another, there we go. Woo, no, stay. From another shop that I ordered a while ago and they're still not here. So I like the fact that she's very fast. I enjoyed that. There is no free shipping though, which is probably the only reason why I haven't bought more from her, is that the shipping is a lot. But the shipping's out of her control. She wants to make sure the candles get there safely. I don't begrudge her the shipping at all. My other candle person that I love so much, she does free shipping over a certain amount, and so sometimes budget wins. Anyway, so let's chat. I want to do a real quick kid book. My daughter is 9. I have 2 daughters, but my oldest daughter is 9, and she I bought a book, not having read it, but I bought it specifically with her in mind. So I bought her Amari. Well, I bought us Amari and the Night Brothers. And she just finished it yesterday. Oh, see, it's got her hair in it and everything. She just finished this yesterday. She loved it. But she's also sad, I guess. I don't know what happens in this book because I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to. And then let me show you the naked cover is just gorgeous. Look at that. It's got little stars. It's just so cool. Ooh, I just knocked the microphone. The second one has already been announced and it's coming out next year. So I'm going to pre-order that later. But at the moment, I'm on a book buying ban because I have so many on my TBR. It's not even funny. So many on my TBR. The bottom 2 shelves of one of my bookcases upstairs is practically full. It's really full of books that I need to read. So for the moment, no more book buying. All right, now I need to move my drinks. It's in the way. Okay. So that one, let's see. She's 9, but she reads at a 5th and 6th grade level. She's in 4th grade. But she reads at I would say even 7th grade level. She's reading pretty high. So I would say that one's really good for middle graders. Was that the only kids book I brought down? Oh, I think it is. Well, that's fine. That's fine because I think these other ones that I have would actually work for middle grades. Probably do work for middle grades. I don't know because I haven't been in the kid library scene in many, many years. So, itch my nose. Oh, goodness. I am a huge fan of the Books of Bayern, which I don't remember if I've talked about them or not, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But the Goose Girl is the first one, and it's a retelling of the Goose Girl fairy tale. It's one of my favorites. I absolutely love it. I don't know if this actually has anything. No, I didn't think so. Yeah, the naked cover. I mean, it's pretty. It's purple and silver foil, but it doesn't really have anything else on top of it. So, but Goose Girl is the first one. Love it. There are 4 books total. My brain cannot function tonight. Oh, right. We also have Enna Burning, which is book number 2. I absolutely love this one. And then River of Secrets.
Feel like they're downloading from the cosmos.
And the last one is Forestborn.
That's how it came out.
And I love that you can tell that this one's a little bit different. Because it is. So like these first three follow all the same characters. This one follows the same characters too. But like this one follows Annie, who's the crown princess, who her lady in waiting takes her place. If you are unfamiliar with the Goose Girl fairy tale, which I was, what it is the rightful princess, an imposter takes over, and it's usually her handmaiden, like tries to have her killed, and she escapes, but the imposter is now the princess, and she's in this new kingdom, and so the real princess goes and tends the king's geese. Now, in this version of the Goose Girl, because I know this one the best, she goes to tend the king's geese because she doesn't know what else to do. She's never worked a day in her life. She was the crown princess, and then she got shoved out of the way for her brother to become the crown prince, and she was sent to marry the Prince of Bayern, which is, their kingdom's about this big, and Bayern's like this big. So she was going to make a marriage alliance, so that way they would stay safe, essentially. And Celia, her treacherous handmaiden, tries to have her and all of her guards killed because she had already, like, half of the guards were her guards, were with Celia, and then the other half were with Annie and not part of the deception. Anyway, she goes to tend the king's geese, and while she's there, she realizes that she can't just go to the king with her story because she doesn't have the gift of people speaking. When the creator created the world, there were gifts. There are people that can speak to animals, can speak to trees, can speak to the wind, can speak to water, fire. And then there's people that can speak to people, that have people speaking, are really good at like manipulating people and all that kind of thing. And Celia has people speaking. Annie does not. So it's a very interesting story. I love it. The characters are so lovable. She ends up with a bunch of rebels from the animal tenders that are all the same age as she is. And anyway, it's just a really sweet story. Then Enna Burning and River of Secrets are characters that Annie befriends in Goose Girl, and it continues the story of what happened to her afterwards. But through the eyes of Enna and through the eyes of Razzo. And then Forestborn is actually Razzo's baby sister, and it's kind of like a step to the side, like a step over, but still in the same thing. Anyway, it's really good. I really enjoy those. Those are good for middle grade. They're also good for adults. I love them. They're clean. There's nothing in them. Like, it's just a great story. Shannon Hale is a great author. I love all of her books. This week I finished a trilogy, and I finished another book, which is a big deal because it's kind of in a slump here. But I finished a trilogy. No, let's do the single book first. I finished Joy's Summer Love Playlist. So this is the deluxe book, which means it has 2 different books inside of it, which I did not realize. So we have Joy's Summer Love Playlist, and then the B-sides, which is the same story but told from the other character's perspective. So this is all Joy, and this is all of the other characters that are in the story. They're all telling their side. Hence the B side, because you would flip it over, on the tape. And there's a playlist, and each chapter has its own song. Each chapter has its own song, and I'm telling you, the songs are on point, and the songs are different on B-sides than they are in Joy. So I'm telling you about this now because this book is free on Amazon, on Kindle, until Sunday. Till the 15th, you can get Joy Summer Love Playlist. It looks different. It's blue. I'll show you the cover, because I also have it on my Kindle. But you can get it for free. You can purchase it for free on Kindle if you have Kindle Unlimited or just a Kindle in general. Here it is. No. No, stop. Gracious me. Great V. Yeah, just show me the cover. Can you just show me the cover? That'd be awesome. Thanks. So here's Joy's Summer Love Playlist. This is the one that's for free in the Amazon Kindle store. So you can go get that until Sunday. It's so cute. It's a cute little thing. It's a love triangle. It's music. It's finding out who you are. There is a very small non-graphic sexual assault that is talked about in the book. It's something that is kind of a big deal. Well, it is a big deal. It's not kind of a big deal. It's a big deal, but it's not graphic. But it is in there. So trigger warning, just in case. And some emotional manipulation because of said sexual assault. There's a little bit of some emotional manipulation in there also. Now the trilogy, I finished a trilogy. This is another one that you can get on Kindle Unlimited because it's a free, like if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read these on there. They're included. But it is the Silent Kingdom trilogy by Rachel Shade. Oh, this is so hard to hold. Oh, gracious. So you have Silent Kingdom. Nope. Forsaken Kingdom. Broken Kingdom. And they get bigger as you go. So like this is book 1, then 2, then 3. They were really, really good. I actually met Rachel through a rep program that I was in with her. She's super sweet. She has another book coming out in September called Empire of Dragons, and I'm super excited about it. Super stoked. It's in the same universe and kingdoms as her trilogy, but it is a standalone also. Like you don't have to read the trilogy to understand the new book. However, I think it's worth it to read those. They're so good. It's a princess who is given the gift of truth, and she cannot lie. She cannot lie. She also will know the truth, like inside. It's a gift given by the life giver. And she discovers that her father murdered her uncle to become king. And she's like, oh my gosh, why would you do that? Like, this is terrible. And she's 13 when she discovers this. He tries to have her killed. And it's just this whole adventure from there. Yeah, it's just... and it starts. I mean, it is all... Woo! It goes straight. It doesn't stop. And it was so well written. I really enjoyed it. I really did. And Rachel's just a lovely human. She's a lovely human being. So is Piper, by the way, who wrote Joy's Summer Love Playlist. Like, she is the sweetest thing. I really enjoyed talking to her. And then Rachel's super sweet. And I'm just excited I'm excited to share those and then also read Empire Dragons when it comes out for Rachel. I have a couple arcs. So I read, because now I can talk about it, I read Cupids in Chaos, which I think I might have already talked about, but now I can actually like talk about it because the cover has been revealed and all. And I'm on the street team for this. Is by Darby Cupid. She wrote the Star Latin trilogy, which I absolutely love, and I didn't bring down because I didn't even think about it. But again, her Star Latin trilogy is on Kindle Unlimited, that you can read that. I have a subscription. It's like $10 a month. It's totally worth it. There are thousands of books, and not just fantasy books. That's just what I prefer to read, but there's tons. There's also like cute little contemporaries. There's little YAs. There's romance. There's mystery. There's horror. There's thriller. Like there's tons on there. But Cupids in Chaos, that is available for pre-order right now. It's $4 on ebook. Or you can go to Barnes & Noble and pre-order the hardcover. It was that good. Darby has a way with words that just like inspire. And I went into this whole thing about it on Instagram yesterday because I loved the book so much. It's the first book in at least a duology. I don't know if it's going to be more than that, but it is so good. So Cupids in Chaos, they are told by the fates to go and help like influence the humans in certain decisions around the world. Cupids will shoot the arrows that spread peace and contentment and like calm. Chaos shoot arrows of mistrust, misconduct, fear, uncertainty, chaos. Cupid's calm, chaos. I mean, shocking. And the Cupids and the chaos don't know the others exist until they happen upon the same group of humans at the same time by accident. It was not part of the deal, but it is what it is. And it's Pache, who is a Cupid, and Siren, who is the crown princess of the chaos. And they meet, and there's a spark that shouldn't exist. But there's also, so it's forbidden love, enemies to lovers, mistaken identity, fantastical elements, duty before love, just all of these things that are happening in this book. There's a dragon. It's like a little dragon, and it hangs around their neck. Because there's humans. So there's Cove. I almost said Wendell. No, it's the Wendell Islands. It's Cove. Cove is the sister. Oh, my Lanta. Why can't I remember names? I'm having problems here, guys. Problems. Hold on. Pache's the Cupid. Siren is... Okay. Oh, come on. This is bugging me, and I feel so bad because Darby's going to laugh at me. Marlo! There we go. She's going to laugh at me when she sees this. She'll be like, dude, you should know the characters. I am so bad at retain. No, I can retain a lot, but certain things I forget. So Marlo and Cove are brother and sister, and they kind of rule the Wendell Islands, which is part of the human place. And Shanti is Cove's partner. I don't know if wife, but partner. And there's a dragon that they share, and he sits like around their neck, and he's just super cute. Anyway, there's it's a whole thing. I loved the book. I read it in a day and a half because I was that invested and that taken by the story. It was perfect. I loved it so much. It was so good. So if you are into any of that, forbidden, duty before love, mistaken identity, kind of like a Romeo and Juliet vibe, and kind of Cyrano, except like not, but Cyrano's what I thought. I thought Cyrano, and then I was like, well, maybe not quite, but kind of. So it's so good. Oh, let me see. What else did I read this month? I have a few that I haven't finished, and I really need to. But I actually DNF'd a lot of books last month. It was just, I either got bored or it just wasn't like what I thought it was going to be. So I didn't really bother with it. And I haven't really read a whole lot yet because it's been kind of a crazy couple weeks. My kids started school, and so I've had to kind of slow down a lot of my stuff. But this morning I woke up to one of the greatest emails of my life, and I'm so excited for Tides in Ruin by Miranda Lynn. I've already talked about the Fae Rising series and how much I freaking loved it. And this is a companion to that. So it's not a sequel. It's a companion. It is like, it starts about when the third book starts. Pretty sure it's the third. Oh gosh, Miranda's gonna laugh at me too, because I'm on Miranda's street team for this one too, and I'm gonna forget things. But I just got it today. I started reading it a little bit because I had to get a taste. So I started reading it today, but I haven't finished it yet, and I'm already in love. It's about a siren named Lyra. The catchphrase for her book, when she first announced that she was doing this, I had just found her, and I had just read all 3 of her books. And her tagline was, "You heard her scream when he fell on the battlefield." And I was like, Oh my gosh, because I knew exactly who she was talking about. Except that she had no name. She had no name. So nobody knew who she was, but I knew who the character was that she was referring to. She didn't have a name. Like, nobody knew her. So I'm extremely excited to read this. I cannot wait. I can't wait to finish it. I will probably read it. I might not even be able to get to read it until like Monday, because when my kids are home, it's really hard for me to like go away and like read. So I might not be able to yet, but I'm really excited about that. So those are the two. Cupids and Chaos is available for pre-order. Tides in Ruin is also available for pre-order. There, you can order it on Kindle. You can also, Miranda has a Siren's Kiss book box that she's doing, and it is chef's kiss. It includes a signed hardcover copy of Tides in Ruin from her. It's going to include a bunch of like mermaid stuff, like a book sleeve and a pin and a couple other things that I'm not going to tell you because you just have to order one and see. But her book comes out on October 12th. October 12th? It's in October. It's the first couple weeks of October. And it is... Miranda's also a wonderful human being. This is spicy. I'm going to warn you. I know it's going to be spicy because I read the Fae Rising series, and books 1, 2, 3, they kind of went up in spice as you went. But it was all like... I don't know how to say classy spicy, but it was classy spicy if you catch my drift. It wasn't just spice to have the spice. It was interesting. It was and it made sense. You know, it wasn't just there. So I'm excited to finish it. It is available for pre-order. You can pre-order it through Amazon also, I believe, but I don't know for sure. You can go to faerising.com. I'll put all the links in the description of the YouTube VOD from this, for both Darby's book, Miranda's book, Rachel's books, Piper's book. Yeah. And for this book, I have not read it yet. We're getting into the TBR, like the physical TBR. I'm just going to pull a couple books that I'm going to make sure I get to those. Except this one, I have to read the trilogy before I read this one, per the author's instructions. But the trilogy was on sale, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, and it was 99 cents for all 3 books, so I totally grabbed it. But I got The Goddess of Blood and Bone. Like, first of all, look at this cover, this dust jacket. Like, it is absolutely stunning. Like, look at this. It has a dragon. Dragon? It's like a griffin. I don't know. It's a fantastical creature. And I got so excited. Then she's like, well, you have to take the dust jacket off. Look at the naked cover. Look at this thing. It's absolutely stunning. Like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I absolutely love it. This is by Natty Kate Mason. I always do that. I always say Katie when I know that it's Natty. Oh. And she is, she's also an indie author. Oh, no. Oops. Okay, I'll have to fix that later. That came off. And actually, apparently, this book comes out. Like, I got the book like a month before it came out. So I don't know how that happened, but I'm really excited about it. So I still need to read the trilogy that comes before this, just so I get an introduction to like the characters in the world, I think is what she was saying. So I'm excited for this. Because, I mean, look at this. And I think it's perfect to start moving into spooky season with something like this. I don't like spookers. I don't like thrillers. I don't like anything scary. But I love witchy things, and like that's kind of like a supernatural kind of vibe. And so I'm kind of excited about that. The next one was a total impulse buy when I was at Target, Walmart, one of the two, when my kids were starting school and I had to go get all those school supplies. So we were walking by the books because we always go by the books now. The way the kids can kind of see like what's out for them, I can see what's out for me. And I saw this and thought, I don't know anything about this. And I bought it purely based on the title and the cover. So the whole don't judge a book by its cover, I totally judged the book by its cover. But I think it's going to be good anyway. The Curse of the Spectre Queen. I literally have no idea what this is about. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. But I'm excited about it. It sounds like a Hansel and Gretel kind of retelling, but it's all Celtic and stuff. And I was like, I'm in. Nothing on the cover, like there's foil on it, but I'm really excited about reading this because when I found out, let me start over. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to like go visit Scotland and Ireland and England, and I was never really sure like why would I care? Then I found out that all my ancestors, obviously most of my ancestors are from Britain, but then I saw that a ton of them are from Scotland, and a lot of them are from the Highlands, and a lot of them are from Ireland too. So I've got an Ireland and a Scotland, and then some of them moved down to Britain and then moved across, but a lot of them came straight from Scotland to the Americas in the 1700s and stuff. And anyway, so I've always felt this like pull towards Celtic and Gaelic and just all this stuff. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, so I want to read everything that has to do with my heritage, which makes no sense, but it does. When I found out that I had ancestors that fought in the Battle of Culloden and also fought in the Revolutionary War and like all of these things, I was like, I just want to learn more. And I know that it's a fantasy book, so it's not really going to like teach me a whole lot. But I saw that it was based on Celtic gods and goddesses, and I was like, done. I don't even care. I'm going to read it. So I'm excited for that. I have a ton of arcs that I have to do from NetGalley because I really slowed down in July. You know, it was the last month of summer / my kids started school, so I had to I was slowing down quite a bit. But I'm hoping to get through more. I have like the Iron Widow, which is coming out really soon. Oh gosh, I have another one that I can't remember. I'm reading one right now that I'm not sure if I'm going to finish. Just because it's not really holding my interest, and it's definitely more of a sci-fi science vibe, and it's kind of giving me a Matrix feel, and I'm just like, meh. I'm not sure, but I'm also almost halfway through it, so I'm like, I might as well just like finish it. But I don't know if I actually want to finish it, so I'm in debate on that. But yeah, and then I have some really cool pre-orders coming later. Yes. The big one that I'm excited for this month in August is Witchhaven by Sasha Payton Smith. Sasha Payton Smith, I think that's her name. Witchhaven, which is a book about a witch academy. And I'm super excited. It's like Salem witch trials, and I think she said like Gossip Girl meets Salem witch trials or something like that. I can't remember, but I'm super excited. That's available for pre-order anywhere. The first run of the books is going to have a rose gold imprint of a moon on the front cover. See, I'm like showing you with my hands. So I'm very excited for that. I have a few coming in September that I'm excited about. I also wanted to, just really briefly, I had pre-ordered Vespertine by Margaret Rogerson from Owl Crate because they were doing an exclusive signed edition, and I absolutely love her books, and I really wanted a signed edition. I was like, that would be really awesome. And it was like their exclusives. There was going to be like a reversible dust jacket and all this stuff. And then Owl Crate went and wrote this post all about how much Harry Potter means to them. Okay, sure. But within that post said, we know there's a problem. We know that the author of these books is a very problematic human being. However, because these books mean so much to me, I am going to continue to make products that profit, that she may or may not profit from. and give more voice to said author. And that did not sit well with me. I have always tried to be a very safe space. I've always tried to be, not always, the last probably 5 to 6 years, I've tried really hard. I've worked on my biases I didn't even know I had. I've worked really hard to dismantle a lot of the phobic tendencies that I had that I didn't realize were hurtful or harmful. And I've tried really hard to dismantle those and support our LGBTQ community and our trans community, and just, they're people. People are always more important than money. They're more important than product. They're more important than fictional characters. They're more important than your business. They're more important than your profits. Like, they're just more important. And so I actually emailed the company and said, I'm really not comfortable supporting you anymore. And I had pre-ordered this book 2 months ago. So I was really disappointed that I had to do that, because, that was something I was really, really looking forward to. But I didn't feel right. So I emailed them and asked, and they've canceled my order, and I'm going to be getting my refund, which is nice. But, it's hard when that something is harmful now, and the nostalgia is hard to overcome. I understand. I absolutely adored Harry Potter as a child. I loved it. It was my first real fantasy series. It was for a lot of us. And at the time, there wasn't really a problem, or at least we didn't know there was a problem. And, and then the movies and all this stuff comes out, and it's awesome. And it helps people escape, and it helps them, whatever. Until it becomes harmful. And this was very harmful. I had multiple friends and multiple Instagram acquaintances that I consider, to be really good friends, and or at least really good acquaintances that I've gotten to know over the past year or two, just be absolutely heartbroken by this. And so I know it's hard to do, especially when you see things that immediately give you that like dopamine, just that surge of nostalgia and happiness that you used to feel. But if it's harming someone else, you have to think, what's more important, this person or this fictional character that was created by someone who would rather go out and harm this person? So because of that, I wasn't a subscriber to Owl Crate or anything, but if you are, and you're somehow seeing this, I can't tell you what to do. I can tell you that it's hurting real people to see a company who says they're allies, says that they support the trans community, they support the LGBTQ community, and they do all these things, to not. Because if you really did, you wouldn't continue to promote the products that could hurt that community. So just keep that in mind. I know no company's perfect. I understand this, but I was really disappointed because I was getting excited. I was going to get one for my daughter. They do a junior box, and I was like, that'd be really cool for her, but I can't in good conscience do that. I can't do it. So, that's just to say, when you're looking to support a company, and again, no company is perfect. Like, let's be honest, no company is perfect. But just, if you can, think about where the money goes. Like, once they have it, where does it go? Just make informed decisions based on that. So I know this particular fandom is very complicated, and I understand, but it is people over profit always is what it is. So I just wanted to plug that in there real quick, because there are a lot of other small businesses that are really, really great with that, and they don't knowingly promote harmful things. So just a little plug. But again, I will make sure that I put the links in for a few of the books that we talked about today on the YouTube VOD. So if you're watching this on Twitch, you can go to my YouTube channel, and it'll have the links in the description for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I know it's kind of been wonky. It's kind of been a weird start to the month, let me tell you. I looked down and went, it's the 13th. Oh my gosh, it's Friday the 13th. No wonder it's crazy. So I hope everybody has a fantastic, fantastic weekend. Hopefully I'll be able to stream during the day next week. I had to do it tonight because it was just the only time that worked. So Tetris and I might be on tomorrow, possibly, to do some more Skyward Sword, or we'll have him do a challenge run. Depends on what he's in the mood for. So we'll see about that. But happy Friday. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys on the other side.